We're here on a special Zoom episode. We've done a lot on the NR Hours channel with the joint podcast today. It's on here. Welcoming in our guest, Angel Reyes, first Mexican New Yorker to go to college basketball. Man, we got him on here today. I'm going to start off by having Nathan introduce himself. Then we'll hear from Angel.
So I just want to say thank you, Vedant, for having me on too for this special occasion here and for this interview. And I'm Nathan Ramachandra from the NR Hour Sports Podcast Show. I've done over 579 episodes and continue to grow my page, working hard, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. And thank you, Angel Reyes, for coming on too on his show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, man. It's an honor. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be here with you guys, man.
Well, let's start with that. Introduce yourself to everyone, man.
Say that again?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm Angel Reyes, man. I'm 19 years old. Play basketball, man. I grew up playing soccer. I'm Mexican American. I was born over here in the United States, New York City. My parents are from Mexico, and yeah, man. It's just learning the game every day and just growing as a person too.
So I guess my question here is, when did you get interested in playing basketball, and who was your biggest influencer?
Basketball was this since I was little. I was like 4 years old. I would just go around and play basketball with the grown-ups in the park. But I really got into it more when I got to high school. You know what I mean? That's when I really started to get serious about it. And from there, I just took everything serious.
Hey, bro. So I want to ask, it's remarkable what you've done as that first Mexican New Yorker to go to the college level. How many other Mexican New Yorkers get that opportunity? Is basketball big for you guys, and how were you able to overcome those obstacles?
In Mexico, it's big. Basketball is big. I never thought it was big until now. Like, it's beginning around in contact with other people, and it's big, man. It's a lot of people play basketball in Mexico. I was shocked. I thought it was soccer. A lot of people play soccer too, but once in New York, once I realized, it's like, all right, I didn't really care about what was in front of me. Like, I know I trained for it. I know we put the work in, and the work will show. You know what I mean? But definitely, it was just like, they're like, oh, Mexican, Mexicano, this and that. I'm like, I don't care. I would just hit one ear through the other. I wouldn't care about it. And that was really much it, man. I didn't really pay attention to that.
So who did you look up to growing up while in the NBA or overseas player? Who do you look up to while growing up?
When I was younger, it was Nate Robinson and Stephon Marbury.
Oh, nice.
Jersey of me. There's a picture of me with this jersey or whatever holding the ball. But it was when he was in the Knicks. And I would go see him and Nate Robinson. Like after when I got to high school, whatever, it was Kyrie. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't really know the game much. I don't have his kind of style of player. We might have the same type of ball handling, but I'm really more of a Chris Paul type of player. Like, I run the plays, bring and Rajon Rondo, bring up the ball, and then just be the point guard. Control the game. And so I've really been studying more of Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul. You know what I mean? I feel like I have a lot of what they have.
I got to ask you, man, you mentioned Nate Robinson. That fight's coming up with Jake Paul. Who you got? There's
a fight going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, right? I was telling my uncle, shout out to my uncle, man. I was telling that there's a fight going on with Nate Robinson. And I'm like, I know he's going to fight someone. But I thought it was a joke. I thought it was just social media.
No, man, that man's taking it seriously. Man's just taking it seriously. I see him training every day. Who you got though? You think he's
really
gonna come out on top?
Of course, I gotta have Nate Robinson. I don't know the other guy. I don't know who's the other one again.
Jake Paul. So he's a YouTuber, but he also he's been training to box.
Yeah, he sounds familiar. Wow, really? That's dope. Where would the fight be? It's gonna be pay-per-view or what?
It's part of Mike Tyson's doing his fight, right, coming up. So it's going to be part of that.
Mike Tyson doing a fight too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be part of that whole event.
Wow. That's going to be big.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be big. But I wish it was as big as when Mayweather fought McGregor. The way it was everywhere, the publicity, marketing everywhere, man. I'm telling you, man. If these guys could do it, I'm telling you, they'll probably come in with a lot of digits.
So my next question to you is, what advice have you gotten so far in your career? Like probably NBA players or college players. Have you got any advice from current NBA players, former NBA players, or college players?
Yeah, I keep in touch with a lot of them. You know what I mean? Right now, shout out to my bro Juan Toscano. He played for the Warriors. He's Mexican. He's Mexican. Yeah, he went to Marquette University, and I hit him up. Like, I just asked for advice. Like, oh, what I got to do for this as a point guard? How is it? How is it playing in the NBA? You know, just ask different questions. I'm a person who like to ask a lot of questions. You know what I mean? Just ask questions, then, because I'm curious to learn. Like, I need answers, so I ask.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want to be looking crazy in the back, like, oh, I don't know the answer, so I just ask. Nothing wrong with asking. So I like to tell a lot of people, just ask. And that's Juan Toscano's one. Who else? Who else? Who else, man? Can't think of. Can't think. I'm sorry, I can't think.
Hey,
But
bro,
yeah,
if you
definitely
remember,
Juan Toscano, I would be the main one because he, you know, you would think a lot of them won't reply back, but they you know, Juan is a person who like he takes back. He's humble, and I respect that for him. He takes back to anybody. So shout out to him.
man, I gotta ask your aspirations. What's next? Are you trying to go to that Division I level at any point and try to transfer to one of those schools? Are you already looking at that? Like, what's next for you?
Oh, at the moment, it's whatever COVID-19 or whatever. You know, they're saying that's gonna be hard for spots. You know what I mean? So, at the moment, just like whatever comes, you know, we're gonna take into consideration and see what's up. You know what I mean? It's not about the one big program. It's about where I'm gonna be playing at and grow as a player and as a person. So I feel like a lot of people look into the name of the school, but not really into getting better and actually, you know, getting playing time and learning the game. So that's a big factor of why, like, I'm thinking I'm still open to wherever, man.
So so during this tough time, obviously all of us are living in a tough world right now, and what have you been doing so far just to get ready for the season, training wise, and what are you most looking forward to when you guys start the season?
I'm most sorry about that. I'm looking most forward about just being able to play again. You know what I mean? Being able to be in a practice atmosphere with the team, my new teammates, and the new coach, Coach Pat. Shout out to Coach Pat. I'm excited about that. My new school. But definitely this whole ever since quarantine, like everything's coronavirus started, like that first 2 months I was just home, you know, working at home or whatever. Then after that, we just been in the park, you know, training 6 days a week, literally from Tuesday to Sundays. Mondays will be the off day. And shout out to Coach Victor Ricky Ho, man, KYDA. That's like my mentor. That's like my father. That's everything to me because, you know, if it wasn't for him, I probably would not be here. And he's definitely been a big help for me. You know what I mean? Definitely. And we just been training. Yeah, just been training. You know, I feel like I became more of a student of the game. And, you know, Coach Vic, he's always pointing out to me what I do wrong. And he's saying it up with no fear, like saying up to my face what it is that I'm doing wrong. And I will take it right. He has this, like, we call it the Bible. The Bible is our notebook. We write down everything in there. And so, you know, I will go back and like, you know, look at what I got to do. So I feel like I've been more of a student of the game and learning it. And, you know, watching more film of players like CP and Rondo. At one point, like JJ Barea. And I just really watch the film and break it down slow motion. I watch it in slow motion and I see what's going on in that play, like detail to detail, and just paying attention to the detail.
All right, I gotta ask. I mean, I'm starting my training as well for basketball season, but I know there's a lot of other sports that different guys do to get prepared for that. At this time, or is there track or any other sports that you've been kind of participating in or kind of training with?
Well, at the moment it's just I haven't really been onto it. But soccer was my first sport, you know. So I'm also gonna be playing soccer at Rockland.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna be training for that too as the time approaches, and I'm definitely waiting for that too. I haven't played soccer in a few years, so I know I still have the touch. So I know I just need to get back in my groove, and I'll be ready to go. But definitely, I haven't. It's just soccer and basketball, man.
So on my show I had like a couple of athletes that played multiple sports. So in your case, how of advantage that you get by playing two multi sports, and then it helps. I feel like for athletes playing multi sports, it helps in the long way.
I heard it. I've done my research, and I heard that it's good for the way your body is. You know what I mean? Being able to move and make a quick move. Soccer, you know, you have to be quick on your feet, so it translates to the court of basketball. You know what I mean? My footwork is pretty good. Basketball, we do a lot of footwork or whatever, and like with the ladder, and so I feel like I'm pretty quick at that because of soccer. thanks to my skills in soccer, I was able to translate to basketball. And definitely, man.
Man, I see you on your Instagram posts. You've been kind of mentoring the youth, teaching some of those young guys and helping them out. What's the biggest advice you can give those young kids?
Stay true to yourself, man. Stay true to yourself. I see a lot of kids out here now. It's not a lot of people that help them because I don't know why, but they just don't want to help them. Like, I was one of them kids. I would ask people for help, and they don't. I don't know, you get away. But like, I like when people reach out for help. Like, that's what we're here for, to help each other out. Like, there's people out here. Like when I first started basketball, like in my high school time, I was around like big businesses like Nike, Overtime. I know you guys know Overtime.
Yeah.
Those are my guys. And other brands or whatever. And I was able to like network and communicate with them and make close friendships, long friendships. And I always tell people, you don't know who I know. You know what I mean? I might know a coach that can help you out. Might not benefit me because I'm at a school. Might not benefit me because I might not be ready for that. I don't know. But I try to help as many kids as I can. And definitely, I like when people reach out and just ask for help. Oh, can you help me with equipment? Can you help me with this and that? And I'll be more than happy when they text me. I text back. You know what I mean? I make sure I text back and I make sure I help them out.
So I saw that you connected with Corey Williams. We had him on the show, Corey Williams. So when was the first time that you connected with Corey Williams?
We connected in 2015 or 14, I believe. 15, I think it was 15. Yeah, it was just around, in the New York City basketball area. We were just connected from there, and then that became that became the big bro, man. That became my guy, man. And, always it takes away, man. That's my guy, man. I respect a lot of Corey. Corey, he built his name up from Rucker Park.
Mm-hmm.
He made a big name for himself. He was able to make it to the NBA. I remember he made it to the NBA, and doing what he's doing now in Australia, that's big. Like, I'm just proud of him, man.
Man, so I got to ask, outside of sports, what are you passionate about? Like, if you could say you could be in the NBA, but you needed one other job, what would that job be? Say
Sports
during the
agent.
office. What was that?
A sports agent.
All right.
For sure, because I'm like, all right, so I guess I'm a person who just likes to reach out. Like, I'll talk to anybody. I don't fear nothing. It's just, what is there to fear? So I would just reach out to anybody, and I feel like I'm good at networking. So I was just able to I feel like I'd definitely be good at as a sports agent. So that's one of the things I want to do after basketball. Because I know I want to be in the game, and I want to be able to be part of it. You know what I mean? And so to be an agent, I know it'll be helpful.
So have you considered starting your own podcast during this quarantine?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. It never crossed my mind to do a podcast. I mean, it'd be fun to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I need to go do some research on the tools that I need or whatever. But probably I just need Zoom or whatever, or anything we could use a video call, and then I guess. But yeah, definitely, I'll be interested in that. Who knows?
Hey, bro, let's do that right now. I do the segment with my guest called Flip the Switch. Have the person I'm talking to ask me a few questions. In this case, me and Nathan. Ask away. Let's see what your podcast skills are.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Let me think of a question. What are you aspiring to be like in the future? What do you want to be?
So right now I'm 14 years old, right? I started when I was 11, and I've done about 1,500 interviews with a bunch of different sports stars,
right,
and a lot of NBA guys, hundreds of college guys, and working to be that first kid on national TV as a sports sideline reporter, host, or producer. Because a lot of other kids, like you tell me, when you look at basketball, when you look at football, you don't really see kids on the broadcast, do you?
Right.
And so I want to be that first one to show other kids, look, if you have a passion, go all for it.
That's nice, man. Yeah, like you pointed out. Yeah, I don't see a lot of kids. That's why when we contacted each other, I was like, wow, like young kid, 14 years old. I was like, wow, he's doing it pretty big. You had Giannis with you. I'm like, okay, you're doing it big. Yeah, definitely, man. Keep going, man. You never know what can happen, man.
How about you, Nathan?
Oh, for me, my goal is to be on ESPN or NFL Network. I had 30 NFL Network people, 30 ESPN people already on my show, and actually yesterday, that's why I reached out to you to give me some questions for CJ. I had CJ Watson on yesterday, former NBA player. He answered your questions, Angel. He said he said just keep grinding in the gym and focus on the positive things throughout your basketball career.
Yeah, I was able to see it. I was able to see it. That was nice, man. Thank you to CJ for that, man. It was nice. Make sure I kept a clip of it, just to go back and then probably write in my notes. Definitely, man. But thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so my goal is just to be on ESPN or NFL Network. People are seeing my stuff. That's the main thing, and my YouTube is going up. Everything's going up. So that's what I'm grateful of, and hopefully at some point ESPN calls me or someone does.
It definitely will, man. You never know. Opportunity will knock. It's just being ready, man. Definitely, I believe in that, man.
Couple more questions from you.
Let me see. Let me think of a question, man. I like to think first and then ask it. Do you play basketball, right? Is there any other sport you play? What position you play?
So I just got out of football season at quarterback, and then right now going into basketball, point guard / shooting guard, kind of a little bit
Who do you
combo
look up
guard.
to?
Me personally, I feel like in the NBA, I mean, you look at someone definitely like Chris Paul, short guy. I'm not the tallest. I'm 5'7", going in freshman year. So like you, Chris Paul is someone I definitely look up to. I mean, Steph Curry and another guy who's not the tallest on the court, but can use other things to their advantage. Kyrie, I try to, emulate his handles, things like that. I don't know, man. There's a lot of different guys. I try to take something from everyone, but overall, all-around game, someone who I look up to big time is Damian Lillard. So
That's dope. That's dope, man. What about you, Nathan? You play sports when you were younger?
Actually, I played rec basketball way back, and I stopped. So I don't. But I used to be good back in the day. But I play basketball with my friends on the court and during the summer times outside sometimes. But yeah, so I used to play rec basketball. That's it, pretty much.
Nice. That's good, man. Good.
I got a couple of things for you before we end this. But this is a question on my show. This is a question I've been bringing up about the late Kobe Bryant. Obviously, you're a basketball athlete, and Gianna was also involved in the horrible crash, and he was one of my role models growing up. And do you remember where you were at that day, and what did they mean to you?
Man, I remember that day like it was yesterday, man. We was at we had just finished the game. And we finished the game, and everybody's on their phone, coach, teammates. We get to the locker room, and then taking out my shoes, untying my shoes or whatever, changing. And they just say Kobe Bryant just passed away. Like, damn, what? Yeah, and then they're like, everybody passed away. So I was just like, what? That can't be. I thought it was fake at first, and then I got on my phone, and then ESPN said it. I was like, wow. It was harsh to hear, man, but it's amazing to see how everybody like lives like seeing Kobe Bryant, how big it was, how it impacts to them. I was just shocked, like, damn. But we keep his name alive, you know what I mean? Live by his Mamba mentality, and it's a good thing. He still left a legacy behind him.
Well, I gotta ask you, man. I always have the guests leave everyone with one last life lesson, one last thing to think about. What is that? What do you want people to think about when they go to bed today? What do you want people to think about when they wake up tomorrow?
One thing I want people to trust the process, I guess. Trust the process, and trust the process, and remember, you always remain positive. You never know what can happen. Definitely.
You wise, bro. You wise. You got that wisdom for sure. Nathan, you want to do a quick rapid fire segment?
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? So on my show, I usually do this rapid fire segment for my guests. So I'll do like 3 of them. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Let me think. Favorite food. I have a lot of favorite food, like Mexican food. You know what I mean? But I would just probably go with tacos.
How many ankles?
I'll go with tacos.
How many ankles have you broken so far in your career?
Oh, a lot, man. A lot. Definitely a lot, man. I remember I was doing this since I was younger. But now it's just you got to be more smarter because the defenders are, smarter too.
Sure.
So, you have to read how they playing you and stuff like that. But like a jab, quick jab or whatever. Definitely catch him. But yeah, I've caught a lot. Caught a lot, man.
What was your most high scoring game?
29 points, I believe, in high school.
Wow.
It was against an Australian team, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, they had came on a tour to New York to the United States, and and then we played them, and we won that game. I was a senior in high school, and then I dropped 29 points, I believe. Yeah, that was good. But what was more impressive for me was when I dropped like 11 assists in college. I dropped like 11 assists. That was more exciting for me.
Man, 29 points on a team that's coming from Australia. I think.
That's awesome.
Man, well, I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of your efforts, proud of you giving back, and I'm just excited to see you grow, see you along this journey, and see what's next for you, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. I'm excited for what the future holds, man.
Yeah. So I guess thank you, Vedant, for having me on also, and thank you, Angel, for joining us. And this has been an honor. Keep up the great work. Keep grinding.
We'll be in touch,
man. God bless you.
All right,
definitely, man. We'll definitely be in touch.
All right.
Thank you, man. All right, bye-bye.